From the Oklahoma Newsroom, this is an OU update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Jason Kersey. Jason, now that the season is over for the Sooners, it's full-fledged recruiting season. Obviously, people will start to turn their attention to signing day, which will be here before we know it. And in a position that's interesting is quarterback with the addition of Kyler Murray, obviously the Texas A&M transfer. How does that impact recruiting quarterbacks for this year, next year, and on down the line?
Well, Kyler Murray was obviously one of the top-ranked quarterbacks in last year's class, five-star guy. So when you get a guy like that, he's obviously going to be in the mix, I think. Not next year because he'll have to sit out next year, but past that. What makes it interesting is that OU has a quarterback committed right now in the 2016 class. It's going to enroll early, Austin Kendall from North Carolina. And then they already have a guy, Chris Robinson, committed for next year, 2017 class. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. I think, Austin Kendall's coming. There's no doubt about that. But the guy next year is where I think it'll be interesting to see if he decides to still come or if he's going to explore his options. Well,
and that sort of begs the question, if Oklahoma does not maintain that commitment, they've still got time to go find another guy, but the sell has to become difficult for those recruiters out there. If you've got Murray, Kendall, I mean, where's the opportunity for that next quarterback?
Well, but the other side of that is that they've always signed one guy a year, and Kyler Murray essentially makes up for them not signing someone in 2015 because that was the first time in 10 years that OU did not sign a quarterback. So I'm not sure that, it may affect it. Those kids may decide to look elsewhere. But in terms of the recruiting, I think they're kind of back on track now as far as having a guy every year.
And I guess the other thing is that while it looks stacked at that position, you never know. 1 minute Trevor Knight's the hero of the Sugar Bowl, the next he's transferring.
Yeah, it can change in a moment's notice. We've seen that, and Baker Mayfield's only going to be here one more year, so it's going to be real interesting to see. Well, we think he's only going to be here one more year. We're pretty sure of that, but it'll be really interesting to see this quarterback battle next year because it could get real interesting.
All right, thanks, Jason. Sure, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.